Hey guys, so it is Easter Sunday. So happy Easter if you celebrate. It is also 9 o'clock at night because I have not thought to update until now because life has just been crazy between getting food ready, getting the house ready, getting to spend time with my family, seeing all of my little nibblings. Yeah, it was a great day. I got literally no B-roll because, again, was just focusing on having a good time with my family. So apologies about that. I did knock the crap out of my knees by falling on concrete. First time I've done that since I was probably, I don't know, 15. I also got a video filmed tonight and it was an experience. It took a long time. I had to restart 3 different points. My phone then started dying and I ended up having to change to filming with my mom's phone. And now I'm going through the headache of trying to get my videos off of her phone because it's hard to transition anything when, you know, you film for 20 minutes straight because the file's too big. It's been fun. Because of that, I am honestly super drained of energy. I basically just gave up after that. I'm not trying to be productive anymore. I'm watching some MasterChef. I'm eating basically a salmon crostini. It's leftovers from today. I don't feel like doing anything additional, but then I remembered I'm weekly vlogging, so need to get this in at least maybe just like a few minutes of talking. You can see how well my brain is doing. In terms of reading right now, I am in the middle of one book, which I'm honestly not going to talk about in this video because it's going to be utilized for a Raid My Shelves coming out here soon, but I am also in the middle of The Starless Sea by Erin Morgenstern. This was a 5-star prediction. If you saw my recent 5-star prediction video, it is also one of the 10 books I want to get read in 2022. It's also a big book for the month, so I've actually been working through it pretty quickly. I started it when I was sick last weekend, and I don't know if that was a good idea or a bad idea. I have, however, found out that reading this book with a dark academia, light piano music ASMR room, perfect. Beautiful aesthetic. Definitely sets me into the story. It's very book within a book, but within a book. So on one hand, I am constantly utterly confused, and on the other hand, I love every second of it. The writing is beautiful, so whimsical. It actually does just draw a perfect picture in my head. I swear, reading this book, I feel like I would be watching a movie because Morgenstern's writing is just that descriptive and visceral. It's so impressive. Like, I love her writing because of that. I could probably go pick the actual book up to show you, but I'm too lazy right now. I would honestly say this book gives me big Alice in Wonderland vibes. Like, I'm having a great time, but I also have no idea what's happening. There is a bit of a romance that is taking place in both the main plot as well as one of the stories within the main plot. I don't know how Morgenstern makes me so invested within a single chapter, but she's done that in both of those romances. Like, one of them, the characters really have not interacted all that much, and yet I would die for these two to be together. Like, oh my god. I don't know how she does this, but I love it. I'm so impressed. Lately, I have been doing about 50 pages of Starless Sea a night. I think that whenever I finish the current audiobook I'm reading, I might pick up Delilah Green Doesn't Care by Ashley Heron Blake. I've been really wanting to pick that up. I'm currently very much in the mood for romance because I attempted to read what I thought was going to be a romance book for my ARC reading vlog, and unfortunately for me, it did not end up being a actual romance book. You can go watch that ARC reading vlog for further explanation. I'm too wiped to get into a rant, but anyway, that's my current plans. I don't think this week should be too busy for me, honestly. We officially are out of tax season, thank God, because tax season just stresses me out at my job. guys, happy Tuesday. I'm gonna be completely honest. I filmed B-roll last night, but like for some reason, it never occurred to me to film a actual update for a vlog. I don't know why, that just never clicked in my brain. So it's Tuesday. I got to work a little early this morning, so I'm drinking my coffee. I am updating my favorite line spread, which, yeah, every single one of these thus far is purely from the Starless 𝗖cie. That doesn't say how I'm feeling about Erin Morgenstern's writing. I don't know what will. Like I said, I did get a little B-roll of me reading last night, and I actually brought the physical copy with me today. I have a good number of tabs going on throughout this. Something I really am enjoying in this book is the aesthetic. So obviously this is the naked hardcover, beautiful in pages with all the different keys. The book itself also is broken down into sections of books as well. So there's usually one additional book that is an important part of the story for each section. So like this book, it is Sweet Sorrows. And then whenever you have a story that is from the book, there's this little accent, and they actually change depending on what book it is. This is a different one. And then there's also a specific little piece of art whenever you're seeing from the main character Zachary's perspective. Obviously, I'm very close. I am at page 401. Not quite 100 pages left, but I probably won't get this done until tomorrow just because it's Tuesday, and as y'all know, usually I go to my brother's on Tuesdays. That's what we're doing tonight also. I did also finish my audiobook, which I'm not really gonna be talking about in this vlog because it's going to appear in a Raid My Shelves coming out here shortly, but I finished that, and spoiler alert, not positive feelings. Y'all don't know what the book is, but like, oh shoot, okay, it's 9. I have to get to work, but I just, yeah, wanted to check in and say hi to you guys because I didn't talk to you at all yesterday. Sorry about that.
Taps until your pet gets mad. Daddy shark doo 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 doo, daddy shark doo 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 doo, daddy shark doo 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 doo, daddy shark. Dada.
My contacts have been bugging me all day today, and even though I've taken them out, I still have this like phantom annoyance feeling going on in my eyes, and I don't like it. I do not enjoy this. I really need to get a new set of glasses with my actual prescription in them so I can wear my glasses on days where my contacts are driving me crazy, because these aren't my actual prescription. Like, they're decent, but they're definitely many a years old. Hi guys, it is Wednesday. I had a pretty great day. I went on this lunch thing that was to celebrate admin since I'm an admin, and it was at this delicious souffle restaurant. It was amazing. I think I did get a little bit of B-roll of the dessert souffle. I got apricot. Oh, it was so good. It was so good. So good. Anyway, in terms of reading things, I'm not going to talk about this book a lot in this video because I'm reading it for something else, but I started on the Book of Cold Cases by Simone St. James. I'm currently 68 pages into it, and I'm already sold. From the first chapter, she hooked me with this beautifully set atmosphere in this small coast town. It's in the middle of the mountains and the woods, and she just already grabbed my attention so quickly. I'm so impressed. I think the main character is a great character for a self-insert of any true crime fan. I said I wasn't going to talk about this book, and what am I doing? Talking about this book. Yes, so I'm in that one, and then last night I actually still read my requisite 50 pages for the Starless 𝗖cie. It's impressive, and I think that also showcases how much I'm loving this, because usually when I get back from Bob's on Tuesday nights, I don't end up reading. I just go straight to bed, but I had to get in my 50 pages. I have less than 50 pages left now. I'm at 450, and this is 494. I'm definitely gonna finish this tonight, and I'm so excited. Like, I know we're in the climax now, and
I love this book. I think I might have actually marked a point that made me laugh a lot because the main character is a big video game person. Like, his study in college is about storytelling through video games, which personally, obviously, I'm more of a book person, but my boyfriend is a giant video game person and he has tried to make me a video game person as well. So I really appreciate that because I've been able to pick up on some references here and there. This one really made me laugh though, where we are actually seeing from the perspective of somebody's diary, and they comment about starting a comfort replay of Dark Souls. I couldn't help myself, I had to comment, well, that's an oxymoron, because if you know anything about Dark Souls, it's like one of the hardest games to play because you die constantly. You just have to accept the fact they're gonna die a ton. Josh has tried to make me play it many times now, and every time I just get super angry because I can't get past the first boss. It's just not a game for me. I am really loving this. At this point, we are just seeing the convergence of all these characters and side stories coming together. I think the diary entries we're seeing are actually going to kind of showcase to us stuff that's happened in the past, and then I think it might be transitioning to things that are going to happen in the future. I'm not sure on that though. Like, the timeline in this is super wonky. They talk about how time just does not make sense in this place, and where I'm at currently, they're in the Starless Sea, and like any place you're at within the Starless Sea, time can just differ so much. It's so weird. This book is like a combo of Alice in Wonderland meets like Narnia, and then also give it like piratey vibes. It's so much. It's so much. But I love it. I'm actually really enjoying this a lot. I have no idea how I'm gonna rate this once I finish it, because like, this was an experience to read. Half the time I was completely lost, half the time I was super engrossed. Pretty much the entire time though, love the experience, just have loved the ride. Anyway, like I said, it's Wednesday. I don't have any plans for tonight, which is weird. I do need to be semi-productive though. I need to work on editing this vlog. I need to work on editing my TBR, edit another vlog that's gonna be coming out here shortly. Gotta get on that, gotta be productive tonight. A responsible adult. Gross.
Hi friends, happy Thursday. I have once again been having contact problems. Like, my contacts are not even a week old, and yet they're driving me insane. Because my glasses are not my prescription either. My head is killing me. Part of me wants to make these contacts work because, again, they're not even a week old and they should be lasting 2 weeks, and yet they're driving me crazy. But my head is killing me, so I need to like try my actual contacts rather than my glasses. Also, sorry if you get freaked out by contacts or eyes. Apologies about that, because me updating whilst putting in contacts. Today is my mom's birthday, so we are gonna meet up with my brother, sister-in-law, and nephew, and we're gonna go out to dinner tonight. Work was pretty chill this morning and then got a bit more stressful in the afternoon. So I am very much looking forward to having a drink. Gotta like check with one eye at a time to see how we're doing. I'm curious on if maybe I'm developing astigmatism, because I know with contacts, like, you have to have specific kinds of contacts for astigmatism because otherwise they shift around, and that's what it feels like my contacts are doing. So I'm a little concerned about that. Just one way or another, I need to go to the eye doctor so badly, so badly. So might be okay for now. Thankfully, I am not going to be driving, so this left one is not chilling. It's not doing it. Maybe we're okay. Maybe. Hopefully. Anyway, in terms of reading things, I finished The Starless Sea last night and I loved it just as much as I thought I would. Honestly, I went through and actually did a call file breakdown, and I think the few that weren't solid 10s was like characters. I probably could have done with a little bit more character work, but I do think Morgenstern very impressively can introduce a character, establish what they're about, what their personality is, interested in them very quickly. I don't know how she manages that, but she does. I did did really enjoy the development of all the characters as well, and the parts that they all ended up playing in the story. One of the characters that I did really enjoy, who was a side character, actually ended up playing a lot bigger part by the end of the book, which I was very impressed with. Did not see that coming. I just think Morgenstern does a fantastic job of overlaying all of these stories together, and since this is a story about stories, it's so impressive that she manages to make them all interweave into this beautiful, whimsical world with this fascinating overlapping plot that's taking place, and this gorgeous underground maze of a setting that just honestly feels like the most warm, welcome, inviting place you could ever go to. I love her writing so much, and now that I have read both of her books she's published, I think I can officially label her as one of my favorite authors, because I have a hard time seeing myself not buying and loving any book she puts out. Like, I don't know if it's possible. I'm not really sure. I need to touch up my makeup. Okay. I have also gotten pretty far into the Book of Cold Cases. I am enjoying it. Like I said, I'm not really gonna talk about that one too much, but I'm super into it. I'm actually trucking through pretty quickly, and I like that she has a perspective from our main character, and then we actually see from the perspective of the woman our main character is interviewing in both the current and past timeline. Somebody compared this to like Evelyn Hugo, but with murder, and I think that's a pretty good description here, honestly. This character that we're following and trying to figure out whether she was actually a killer or not is just a fascinating individual. Like I mentioned previously, I did finally pick up Delilah Green Doesn't Care. I only got like 3 pages read today throughout the day, so not very far in, but thus far I can tell that Delilah Green is definitely kind of like a womanizer. She is a playgirl. She is struggling to make ends meet. She's a photographer, I believe, and she doesn't have a great relationship with her sister-in-law. No, I keep wanting to say sister-in-law. It's her stepsister. Maybe that's just because I don't have a sister. I have sister-in-laws, so I'm just used to saying that. Ooh, haha. Oh, my powder broke. Oh well. Anyway, so yes, Delilah does not like her stepsister. I think her name's Astrid. Yes, because Delilah has Astrid's name in her phone as Astrid. Ha, clever wordplay there. I do know this book is Ashley Heron Blake's first adult book. I think everything she's written previously has been middle grade and YA. I know she definitely has a lot of stories with sapphic elements in them, so I'm sure she can write a good sapphic romance. I'm just more curious to see how she does in terms of plotting and characterization for adults, since she does usually write towards a younger audience. But with that being said, I've heard literally nothing but positive things about this book. I think I finally heard like a middle of the road review. For quite a while, every review I'd heard had been 5 stars. I think Jan Agaton gave it like 3 stars. It wasn't really her thing. Also, yes, my eyebrow brush is a actual toothbrush that I just upcycled. I guess actually technically I downcycled it because I did use it for a toothbrush, but now it's all like bleh. So works good for a eyebrow brush though. Should probably do something with my hair, but I don't want to. Oh, I can just do, okay.
Look at this pup. Look at this pitiful little pup. She wants to go on a you-know-what very badly. Anyway, hey guys, so work was pretty chill today, honestly. It was pretty slow, thankfully, which is really nice given that yesterday afternoon got kind of crazy. My dad and I went to our favorite taco restaurant for lunch. It was absolutely delicious. I don't think I got anything of the taco, but we did get chips and queso as well as my delicious drink that the bartender doesn't even need me to order anymore. He just hands it to me. Oh, it was very nice. A very great way to spend a Friday lunch. Then I've just been in the mood to try and go book shopping lately, but I do not need to buy any books. So instead, I went to the library, kind of just looked around, browsed a bit, did not find anything. The one book I considered picking up was 𝗖ญ่by Jennifer Saint, then found out that it wasn't even in. Somebody has it checked out. Obviously didn't happen. Anyway, so last night I started into Delilah Green Doesn't Care. This is actually dual POV, which is interesting. I thought it was only going to be from Delilah's perspective, but it's not. We also see from the perspective of Claire. Claire was friends with Delilah's stepsister Astrid when they were kids, and although Claire was pretty nice to Delilah, Delilah for the most part got ignored by Astrid, her stepmom, and all of Astrid's friends. So naturally, she's a little bitter. When she turned 18, she basically ran away as quickly as possible. She is now a photographer in New York City, and she has only come back so that she can take photos for Astrid's wedding. Her stepmother is also offering her quite a bit of money to do so. Right out of the gate, I'm so into this because as soon as Delilah goes into the single bar in this small town, Claire unfortunately is trying to find somebody's number. She goes up, she starts hitting on Delilah, only for Astrid, Delilah's sister, to walk into the bar, recognize Delilah, and point who she is out to Claire, because Claire did not recognize her. It was so funny, it was so awkward. It was the perfect kind of secondhand embarrassment entertainment where it really didn't cause any great drama, but it's just fun enough that I know I'm gonna love the rest of this. Also, we've already gotten like a little sprinkle of ideas for spiciness, and I'm in. I don't know how many chili peppers people have given this, but I'm hoping it's gonna be a little spicy. I got to chapter 5. And I'm very excited to continue reading it tonight. On the opposite side, I also read some more of Book of Cold Cases by Simone St. James. I'm actually at chapter 28, page 192. Like I said, not really gonna talk about this a lot, but just things I am reading. So technically speaking, I have finished 2 books this week and started 2 additional. I would really love to finish this book by tomorrow and then hopefully pick up another audiobook. I don't know what I'm gonna pick up because the rest of the books I have on my TBR for the month I want to read physically. So maybe the next book in the Charlie series, maybe the next book for a video that I need to plan for. I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, yeah, I need to film my update for this, and then I'm gonna take you-know-who on a you-know-what. She looks so sad. Like, I didn't lock her in here. She wanted to come in. Usually I don't leave her in here when I'm filming because she gets whiny, but now she's just sulking, apparently. Anyway, so I'm gonna take you-know-who on a you-know-what. I probably need to get some editing done tonight. I would love to relax a little bit and read more into this, but I don't know what relaxing is. So that's it for now. I'll talk to you guys later.
Hi friends, it is Saturday. I don't think I really need these on. So I am heading over to Josh's. I don't have like a nice, good tripod area to set my phone, so I just have my pop socket basically propping it up. Anyway, so I've been so engrossed into Delilah Green. I stayed up until 1 a.m. last night reading, and I think I read about 150 pages last night, and then I read about 100 pages this morning. I have just been so in love with it. I love Delilah. I love her personality. She's sassy. She is rude. There is a big sign that says books. Oh, it says educational books. Okay. Delilah, absolutely wonderful character to follow. At the same time, she's definitely frustrating, but I think she is just so human and normal, and like I can just relate to her so much. She's really petty. She keeps playing all these little pranks and making little digs at her stepsister, which is definitely stuff I would be doing too in her position. I love the chemistry between her and Claire. It's fantastic. I mean, they don't really start off on the best foot, but I will say I really appreciate that the author has taken the time to develop their relationship from like acquaintances into actual friends, and now they're basically friends with benefits. They each have feelings but don't want to say that.
I love it. There's so much chemistry between them and it's so strong. Like you can really just feel the tension in the writing. This is also very spicy. I also have gotten farther into the book of cold cases. We're kind of starting to see more of like the actual drama that was taking place back in the day when Beth was accused of the crime and actually even went to jail for it for some time. Well, excuse me. I guess she was in jail while she was awaiting trial. I'm still enjoying it. I'm still working through it pretty quickly. I think now that we kind of understand the twist, it's taking a bit longer for anything really resembling a climax to build, so it's kind of slowed down a little bit in terms of pacing. I am heading to Josh's. It's Saturday. I'm going over a little early because tomorrow is my sister-in-law's baby shower. Since I'm going over so early, and I have been very much craving that corn dog place that my brother took me to. It was like Korean corn dogs. It was so good. Josh hasn't tried it yet, so I offered if he wanted me to go pick them up for lunch, and that's what I'm doing now. I'm very, very excited. So I think I have like less than 100 pages left in Delilah Green. I'm not really surprised. Romance books I tend to work through really quickly, particularly if I'm having a great time with them. This just keeps on slipping, I'm so sorry. But yeah, I'm loving it. It's so much fun. And then there's this additional side plot where her stepsister is getting married. I mean, that's like the whole reason she is back in this small town she grew up in. However, her stepsister's fiance is a total douchebag. Total douchebag. I mean, just entitled to the max. And the way he treats the stepsister, Delilah even comments, she's like, I don't even care about Astrid that much, but like this guy has no right to be treating her in this way, and it's so shocking that she just sits there and takes it. So basically, Delilah, along with Claire, and then the stepsister's other best friend, Iris, are pretty much coming up with this evil plan to try and break the stepsister and the fiance up. I'm so into it. It's so entertaining. They've done like some little pranks on him, which have just had me howling. One negative I do have with the book so far is I just think it's a little repetitive, given that you can tell this, it's not super slow burn, but like there was a lot of buildup before we saw any actual payoff between Claire and Delilah. And because of that, they both get very in their heads. Since we alternate perspectives between the two of them, we see the both of them just pining after one another so much. And I mean, I am all for the mutual pine. It is fantastic. It's so good. There's only so many times I can kind of hear the same thing said in different ways. A little repetitive. I do think there are definitely some sections that editing could have cut out. Anyway, so that is it for now. I honestly don't know if this is gonna be my last official update or not. I probably will get some additional B-roll, but usually I've been starting to close out my vlogs on Saturdays, and it's Saturday. I don't really know what Josh and I are planning to do though, apart from maybe me telling him play video games and I will read. But that's all I got for y'all right now. I'm gonna go because it's getting toasty in here and I don't have my AC on since I'm talking. Okay, you've gotta go, bro. We are both out in the middle. Thank you. Yeah, so I might talk to you guys later. Bye.